Right. You know what? I feel like it tastes like a sugar cookie. But we did bring sugar cookies to try.
Yeah. I feel like the frosting helps.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my titties are getting in the way of drinking the drink.
They might be. They might.
Well, that's a martini, though.
Yeah. You want a cookie?
Sure. Are you handing me this one, or is that the one you want?
That's the one I'm taking. It just happened to be on top.
Okay.
This wasn't fully thought out. That's the plan.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. Okay, that was sugar cookie.
Shout out to Safeway for the cookies. I mean, shoppers.
It's strong. It tastes like it's a martini because it has vodka in it, of course. But it's a nice kind of like muted one. I'm not a fan of sprinkles, so
The icing is saving. The icing hooking me up right now.
the icing is doing it for you.
Yeah, it's doing it for me because I don't like, I don't like super sweet drinks. So
Right.
it's not super sweet, but it's helping.
It's a dessert. It's definitely a dessert drink.
Yes.
I wouldn't have it with your burger or your steak.
Please don't.
But like for a little nightcap,
It's not a milkshake.
it's not a milk. Maybe it'd be really good as a milkshake. We will not try milkshakes again
No, we're
anytime
done.
soon.
That's dead. Dead mission unless we get a professional in.
I think we could figure it out. We just didn't have time to figure it fully out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump into our topic. Today's topic is called the Pynk rules, Uncle Clifford's rules, and some of our own.
So, for people that don't know who
Yes.
Uncle Clifford is or the Pynk or any of that, because our producer doesn't, it's from the show P Valley, which is on Stars. No shade. Just saying, like, caught me by surprise.
You don't know.
Like, what? What are you talking about? But it's a show on Stars. It's has 2 seasons so far. I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch it. I only watch it with the girls when we were at Ty's house.
Yeah, I only watched it then, but I watched like the clips and stuff, so I kind of know a little bit of what's happened. So Uncle Clifford is the mother of the, I think that's what they call him, like the house mother, the owner of the club.
Yeah, in charge of the girls, make sure they're good, protected, make sure the bills are paid on time.
All of that.
Runs the whole show. And throughout the show, the people that will try to lead you down the right path, but they got rules and you don't know, like they just pull a number out. It'll be like rule 67. No crying in the club.
I was gonna say, do you think people do that, or do you think, I feel like he kind of made that?
No, I feel like people do it.
Because I know I've said like rule number 1, but I've never like pulled a random number.
Oh no, there was when I really wanted to be a PR person, my like PR idol Kelly Catrone would do that to people, and she'd be like, and then I got her book, and it was in the book, and it was like rule number 500.
Okay,
and it was like out of order, and you're like, okay, I don't know what the rules in between are, but whatever you feel.
But you don't need to.
Yeah.
So we actually found someone wrote down all of his rules. So, because he says it throughout the entire show, and you might hit a rule, it might be a different rule, but we decided we're going to give a few of these. We're going to give all of the rules and give our life commentary on it.
We'll see if we get through all the rules, because we talk a lot.
We do talk. We do seem to talk a lot. Okay. No funny money. No bullets. Ain't no vitamin D in the VIP. No John Hancock. No hard cock. Stop the casino. I'm not sure what that one means.
No, John Hancock is usually
No signature.
Yep.
So if you don't sign, I guess if you're using the charge card.
Yep. You ain't getting your dick hard.
Okay. Makes sense to me. This is going to turn like very toxic very quickly, and I feel it in my system.
Well,
I feel it.
I mean, we're talking about strip clubs, so hey, makes sense.
Okay, the next one is bitches don't cry, they get even. On the Cliff rules.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, bitches don't. Take that how you want to take it.
Sometimes you gotta hit that bitch flip, that bitch switch, and then it's like you gotta suck the shit up.
Take it how you want to take it.
Sometimes you gotta show you can be a bitch, because I think sometimes people be playing and they don't think that you can take it there.
Yeah.
And as someone who has taken it there a time or two.
Okay.
Go ahead, hit us with rule number 1, Jay.
Well, it's rule .0025. wear y'all motherfucking mask.
Come on now. That's how we need to start out.
RSV, COVID, the flu, the common cold, pneumonia. It's all happening outside right now, and y'all walking around breathing air raw.
Y'all raw dog in the air.
Y'all raw dog in the air.
I feel like I'm going to be honest. I kind of stopped wearing my mask as much as I was before. But with everything that's going on, I've recently started wearing my mask a whole lot more just because it is everything. I feel like everything's coming back. This is last year around this time.
Everybody was sick
got
for Christmas.
Sick. Everyone got sick for Christmas and New Year's.
Couldn't even do nothing for New Year's.
Yeah.
We was just sitting in the house on Zoom, on FaceTime, mad all the bubbles are popping up at the same time because everybody want to talk. I don't like that. Not a good time.
Like hot ball. So wear your mask. Listen, here's a bigger one. If you don't want to wear your mask when you're not sick, please wear your mask when you are sick.
Ain't nobody trying to hear you
coughing up a lung and you like it being in your elbow or your shoulder don't even work no more. Go ahead and put the mask on and like double it up. You know,
double up. It'll be fine.
Do you feel like there could be a deeper meaning?
Like wear a condom?
Mask? No.
Oh
no.
I don't know. I don't know where you were going. You were asking me.
I was thinking about the bitches don't just cry, they get even. Oh, don't just cry. So we're going to cry and we're going to get even.
Yeah, that's a rule I like to live by.
Yeah, okay. But like wear your mask. I feel like there are times where you got to put up a certain face to get done what you need to get done. You know what I mean?
Real deep with it.
That's why I said, do you feel like it can have a deeper meaning? Because I didn't watch the show. And he might have been saying this like during the COVID time.
Yeah, you know, everybody had a COVID episode.
Right. But like sometimes you have to you got to fake it till you make it. I feel like that rule could go for that too. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Hit me with the next rule. I can't even say rule number 2. Hit me with the next rule.
So it's rule number 1. Let that stage be your stepping stone, not your tombstone. And I feel like that's anything.
I feel like that's a playoff for us millennials Players Club. Make the money, don't let it make you. Yes. I was
like, listen, it's just get your money, do your thing, get up out of there. That's how people talk about like
careers,
or like I was gonna say crime.
Yeah.
Like people were like, oh, you're selling because you like selling drugs because you have this goal or you need money. Mm-hmm. You know what it is? I was watching the movie 21.
She's been watching crime shows all week.
21 is the movie. It's old. Blackjack, where like the student needs money to go to Harvard, and so he's like super smart. They get him in on like reading cards or counting cards, and he made it past this goal. And they're like, "What are you even doing it for?" And it like made him realize like, okay, maybe I am going too far. And then everything went downhill. But you should watch the movie.
I agree.
Amen.
Like, and I think it's all like get what you need to get done, and then. Like, use everything as leverage, right?
I enjoy eating on the show. I'm going to say that.
Okay.
Right now.
Rule number 2. Always know where the exits are up in this bitch, because you never know when you got to turn a closed window into a door.
Amen. Straight facts.
I feel like that was our rule growing up. Like, you need to know where all the exits are at the party and which exit you meeting all the friends at.
Yep. And that is something my dad has been like, listen. And Veronica said we should, like, if there's rules that we have to add. And I was like, rule, like, what was that, number 2?
Yeah.
2.5 is know what a car is.
Oh.
Because I could give a story from when we were in college.
Go for it.
And we went to a strip club for somebody's birthday. And a fight broke out as we were leaving. It was in Baltimore.
Okay.
Norma Jeans.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
I'm like, Veronica, how many strip clubs have you been to? Not many. But
not many. Norma Jeans. A fight broke out, and then the strip clubs are right across the street from the police station. Yeah. Wild.
Yes.
And around the corner from City Hall. Even wilder. But it is what it is. Fight breaks out, then a bunch of smaller fights break out, and then the police come out, and they start pepper spraying and macing people. And like smoke bombs are going on. And we're like running to the car. We get to the parking garage, and it's like we have to. I drove, and we were like trying to find the car. We went to the wrong floor, and we like panicked. Everybody was like, "Oh, not like this! Like the car's not here. Somebody stole the freaking car!"
Yeah.
And you can hear people down like on the ground floor screaming, or people coming up like, "Oh my eyes!" And you're like, what is going on?
We gotta get out of
here.
here.
We have to leave. And then I think we went down or up a floor, and the car was there. Like we just went to the wrong floor, and Well, there's been a few times I've been happy to see a car, and that's top 5.
I remember that. And I feel like we were at that point, we were the only car left.
Yes, it was like the only car there.
So it wasn't like, where's our car? And then back then, we ain't had panic buttons.
Yeah.
It wasn't no beep beeps. Like, you had to know where your car was.
You had to know where your car was, and there wasn't Uber, okay?
No, it was Jimmy's cabs.
So we had to call.
Yeah.
Had to call a cab, wait for a cab, hope they can get through the mess. Because you couldn't call an Uber.
And it was right off of 83.
Yeah.
God,
talk about
what a time to be there alive. Thank God it wasn't a whole lot of us. It was just a few of us. Because if it was like a big group, it would have been a little bit too much.
Somebody might have been short.
Yeah. Somebody might have missed that car ride.
Y'all better hop in the trunk and pray. Because we hitting it. About a damn.
I forgot about that.
I thought about that on the phone this morning. Earlier.
I remember, I don't know if it was this party or another one. Once we found the car and we knew we were safe, we decided to go to the other.
We watched the madness
what was
downstairs.
happening at the bottom.
We were like, that's crazy. Run, run, run. Oh, oh. You know, like you watching people fight. Oh no,
just a mess, and it's like it's time to go.
So
know where your exits are.
And know where
the car is at all times. You know what? And now technology, it be telling you parked on level 3.
It surely do.
Okay.
It's creepy. It's creepy as hell.
Rule number 4. You a hoe, you out the door.
Club rules.
What you say?
It says club rule.
Club rule.
There's also another number 4, which is no motherfucking chips. But that's separate.
Okay.
Like you can't pay with casino chips.
You think if you a hoe, you out the door?
In some situations, hell yeah. Oh, why did I hear?
She's so ratchet, y'all. I'm really like letting her ratchet side show. Go ahead. Oh, no. Come on, hoe.
I heard that there was a restaurant in the state of Maryland that got shut down for selling cooch out the back door. And that's what I mean.
Why would it get shut down though?
Prostitution is illegal. I don't. What do you mean? Why would it get shut down? Don't be selling cooch next to the burgers.
Listen, I'm not gonna say it.
Like, what the hell?
Did I tell you about that time I went to the sex shop to pick up someone's like bachelorette gift, and they had like
No, I don't know. Probably.
I didn't tell you about that.
Probably.
It was the craziest like situation that I had ever been in. I've been to sex stores, but this one in particular had like a back
room,
back rooms. And I had just watched Pose, and it was the episode where it was like you could, I don't want to say pay a quarter, but you paid like the peekaboo shows. And I was like, I really wonder if that's going on back here. But I wasn't going to find out. But
a curious person.
As I waited in line and watched people grab keys and go to the back, I did think about that.
I believe it.
You know, if you a hoe, you out the door.
Yeah.
I think that's true in life. I don't think too many. It is a little bit. Like if your friend, like if I was a hoe, how close would you be to me? Like if I was a serious whore,
you know,
would you be my friend? Would you let me be around your?
I would be your friend. Jesus hung around horse. Yeah.
Would you let me be like around your husband?
My husband.
Your boyfriend. Somebody you talking to.
I don't know, girl. We'll see you next time. Oh, you need a place to stay? I will put you up at a hotel. Don't you worry about it.
I can't stay at your house?
Hell no. It depends on what kind of hoe.
What does that mean? He's making like so many comments. What you mean it depends on what kind of hoe?
Like, you know, the women that have like other men, like dressing appropriate around somebody else's man. Like if you walking around the house naked.
Or like, I've heard of a story like that too. Okay, if I'm walking around naked, I can't stay with you no more. What if I didn't know your man was there?
It don't matter. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. Our friendship is very close. So there's a lot of freedom. Okay?
But that's not one of them?
Yeah, that ain't one of them.
Okay.
That ain't one of them.
Okay.
Now, if you decide
what if I'm like a high class hoe? Like, what if your man don't make enough money for me to be a hoe?
Girl, come on over.
Okay. See?
Come on over. As long as you're trying to test out no new tricks, we good.
I'd probably teach you some.
I don't.
That's why you need hoe friends. Hoe friends can't always be out the door. Because your hoe friends going to be the ones like, you need to try this on your man next. True or not?
That is true.
Thank you.
I mean, not even hoe friends, just like regular friends. We'll say you don't have to be a hoe to give advice,
tips, and tricks.
All right,
go ahead.
Rule.
I've gotten a lot of good tips and tricks from my friends who were sexually active before I was.
Okay, but
I'm not
hoes.
calling them a hoe.
I was like, but not hoe to clarify.
But I've also gotten good tips and tricks from women who have a lot of partners.
Okay. Anywho,
you know what they say: the more practice you get, the better you know.
Not necessarily if people faking it.
Well,
men. Just kidding. It's the shot, okay?
Yeah.
All right, rule 24.5, no crying at the Pynk. Straight facts. Don't cry at work.
Don't cry at work.
Don't cry at work.
That's it.
I mean, you can cry at work, but like go to the bathroom, go to the lobby.
Publicly.
Yeah, don't cry publicly. Don't be at your desk boo-hooing, girl. Get it together.
Because I've cried at work. I've called Jamie crying at work before.
Child. And you know what? And as a support friend, don't be the support friend at your desk. Go downstairs. And that's what I would do. I pop in the elevator, be like, you know what, girl, hold on. Give me a second. Let me get to the lobby and we can talk it on now.
I called her. I was like, I just don't understand. Like, what is happening?
That mess is so wild in the middle of the workday. You're like,
it's so wild. I try to make sure it's on like lunch break. Like it's like around noon.
You gotta make sure your phone volume's turned down. Hey, you're not okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go down.
Now, listen.
Let me see if there's an empty conference room.
That's why you need your friends work remote or who can leave their desk. Because I have definitely called James like in tears over a man at that. But I remember I would never leave work. And James recently told me, she was like, Veronica, you just need to go home.
Just go home, bro.
But I could not. It was this girl. I'm going to tell the story, then we're going to go to break. It was this girl who I work with, black girl. And we were like the only 2 black girls in the thing at work. And we had all these meetings going on. Mm-hmm. And she had just found out. Now, she was 30. She just found out that her 46-year-old boyfriend was cheating on her. Took a whole other 42-year-old woman to the beach, like out of the country. And she like living with this guy.
I understand. I'm having a full breakdown.
She had a full-blown panic attack. And okay, this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean for it to sound bad. She already had health issues, so that panic attack really affected her. Homegirl was shaking. And I was like, let's step downstairs, get some fresh air. Like let's take it out of the office. Like calm down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Take a breather. She could not get it together. And like her boss was looking at me, and I was like, you need to get your shit together. Like now.
I'm like, bro,
I was like, I'll handle whatever we need to handle. Cause she's like, I just think I need to go. Bitch, go home. Like I hate to say that. Like, but I was like, don't you ever have no man jeopardize your job?
Yeah, that's the main thing.
That was my whole thing. And don't have
man or woman.
Anybody. Like love interest jeopardize your job. Because that's like, Jamie was like, Veronica, you need to go home. I was like, I am not leaving here until 4:00. Like, I will get myself together, but I am not leaving here until 4. I was not and I didn't take the day off. But like ever since then, I should have, but I just couldn't.
And my thing is, the job will be all right.
It will,
especially if there's something you can do at home.
Yeah, especially if you now, should
carry yourself out of there, because if you didn't show up or you passed away the next day, they will find somebody to replace you. So care about your mental health and your peace, and carry your behind home. Don't let that job kill you.
We're going to be right back, because I'm not going to let her give you that advice. We're going to be right back.
That's great advice.
It's
you're psycho.
Excellent advice. We'll be right back. It's VJ.
It's James.
And this is A Sip and a Shot.
Unplugged in Radio Network.
Hey, y'all, it's VJ.
It's James.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot.
Woo, 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 woo. One day we're gonna get like a behind the scenes camera,
cause y'all
for everybody to see like what really happens.
No idea what be going on when them commercials be rolling. Okay.
So first up, it was good though, wasn't it?
It was
like
good.
It was perfect, right? It was right on cue, right?
We were right on time.
Listen, we like to keep the party going. Our shot
is not your mama's horchata.
Come on now. It had Liquor 43 Horchata, which is vegan. Jay likes to point out so you can drink it over the holiday for our vegan family members. Original chocolate whiskey. And the whipped shots vanilla whipped cream on top.
Yep, and it's good, but it is strong.
Strong as
you can make it as a drink if you dare.
Yeah, it's a good. It will be. It's good as a shot, and it's also it will be good as like a little.
It would probably be really good over
drink.
Ice. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
but like ice it down a little bit.
Yeah, like chill it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. 1,000%. Do not put your whip shots in the refrigerator though.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Our sip for today is our sugar cookie Martini. Yes. It has vanilla vodka, amaretto, a little almond milk because we did dairy free, some powdered sugar, and bay leaves. And then we rim the glass with frosting, vanilla, and some fun sprinkles.
And it does taste like, it's really good. I really like it. It's a good dessert drink. Yeah. It does taste like a sugar cookie. So Jane picked up some sugar cookies from Shoppers, and it does taste like a sugar cookie. I will say that.
So there you have it.
So like we said, we're in our holiday drink series.
Yes.
Here we go. Y'all got 3 weeks of holiday drinks, and then we're going on a little break.
We're kicking you into the new year.
Yes. Okay. We were talking about the Pynk rules. Uncle Clifford's Pynk rules. By this time, you know P-Valley, you know who Uncle Clifford is. So we're going to jump right back into our rules. Part of me feels like our goal is to get through all the rules. Will we? We'll never know. We won't know till the end.
Chances are we won't. We still on the first page. I think we did 4 rules.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go. What's the next one?
The next one is 45.22. Leave your baby daddy drama at home, especially if his ass is white. Oh. Next.
No,
leave the baby daddy drama at home.
Leave the baby daddy drama at home, because especially if we out having a good time.
Yeah,
there's a time and place for drama.
I don't know that the race matters for me.
No, it doesn't matter at all for me.
Because everybody can be ignorant.
Listen, it don't matter for me. White, black, Puerto Rican, Asian.
Okay,
don't matter to me. Leave it all at home.
Amen.
But this might be messy or controversial, but it is nice to see other races have baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. Next.
All right. Rule 55. We don't do tax evasion. It says invasion, but I know it means evasion.
You know what? I will say this. Making a sip and a shot more like a business and an LLC, that Stress. Rule is like very serious to us. And it's like, what are we using? What are we using? Are we using the card? Are we using personal? Changing like PayPal stuff. Like, we want it to be legit because we don't want to owe no money. We want to make money, but we don't want to owe any money. So I'm all for that. And if we're wrong about that one, let us know. If we're wrong about Rule 55.
I don't think so, because the IRS will come for your ass
quickly. No matter what
without warning.
What is it? What kind of work you doing?
Yeah.
They gonna get their money.
They don't care, especially the way they be taxing PayPal now and Cash App. Your $600, if you make more than $600 for a business in PayPal or Cash App, you have to report that. Yeah. And they gonna come for you if you don't. Yeah. Okay, so watch yourselves and be blessed.
Come on, amen.
Rule 55.99. Even if there ain't no money raining, dance like tonight's your last night.
Agreed.
Give it your all.
And everything, like dance like there's no tomorrow. I remember when we first started, like episode 1, we were like, let's just do it.
You gotta rip the Band-Aid off.
Rip the Band-Aid off, do it. Go. Even if we only get 2 viewers or 2 listeners, do it.
And it's very much like not necessarily us, but you never know what is gonna come from that opportunity. Whether it's like, you could believe nobody's there, but then that one person could be there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's this new show, basically. Here's this new interaction, or this new person, or this new opportunity, because you gave it your all. Don't half-ass anything.
And
that your name is on.
That our name is on. And the other part is, like you said, you don't know who's watching. When we started, this was during quarantine, and sometimes people would just take drives. Yeah. Like, just to get out of the house. And they would tell us, like, listening to our show while they're on their drive. Yeah. So I'm glad we give quality.
Yeah. Or people would just start saying random stuff, like the end, like we were like, bye. People would say that to me, and I'm like,
bye.
Oh no. Oh no. That means you watch the show.
Yeah.
Stress.
Super scary. Okay. Rule number 57. No change in the G-string, only dollars.
Amen.
Listen, ladies, don't let that man just give you a little bit. Time to pay the whole thing.
Okay. Don't make it hell. Make it rain.
Okay.
And if you can only provide a hailstorm, maybe you need to go home.
I hate you so much.
I'm just saying.
Chat room. Uncle Sam gonna get his every time.
You damn Skippy.
Okay. I feel like rule 67, ain't no hoes in this hoe.
Yeah. Same as before.
I feel like it's the same as before.
Yeah. But sometimes you need to put it somewhere else because people skim and you never know where they're going to stop.
Excuse me?
People skim, like when they read stuff or like they listen, they only catch a little bit, so you got to reiterate your point. Yeah. Like, run it back. Say it for the people in the back. Number 67.
Rule number 77. Sometimes you got to make falling look like rising up in this motherfucker. I feel like this is speaking to me.
You know what? I hope so. I hope so, friend.
I feel like this is really speaking to me because life be lifing, and sometimes you just got to make that shit look pretty.
Yes.
Like you got, like that whole mask thing, like fake it till you make it. I was telling James the other day, like this phase of my life right now it's a struggle, but we keep on pushing.
Yeah, you'll get to the other side.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
All right, give us another one.
Rule 88, never forget, just because a bitch good at keeping the peace don't mean she ain't good at waging war. Amen. Let me tell you something about how people will mistake your kindness for weakness. And sometimes you got to step up out of your character and remind them not one to be played with. Hopefully you don't have to do it too often. But sometimes you do. And that's okay. Just don't end up in jail. And if you go to jail, have your phone call ready and bail money. That's it.
Okay. I think, listen, you too old to be going to jail now.
Listen, you never know how you go end up there.
To be going to jail. Listen, let me
that's what everybody say to somebody. Take you past your breaking point. Next thing you know, you get there.
Nah, you
looking crazy.
No, you have to pray for a little bit of control. Now, I'm not gonna say you gotta have it, but you need to pray for a little bit of control.
Nah, I seen some news stories. I'm like, I can see
it.
I can see it.
I can see it. That's what I'm saying. You need to pray for control.
Like that lady that shot her husband, who was a pedophile to children, who was a cop. I was like,
I can see.
And she was a kindergarten teacher.
But did she kill him or did she just shoot him?
Nope, she killed him.
Okay, and that's my question. Like, would you rather him dead or would you rather him like being punished?
As somebody who watches a lot of crime shows and know that the punishment for a lot of people and the crimes that they commit are not equal to the things that they do or worthy of the crime, I can see it. Not saying I'm gonna kill somebody, but like that, it's a dicey question. Like how a rapist could get 4 years and then are out of jail.
Her whole life is just
and not even 4 years. It's like 4 years on paper, out and Anywho,
okay.
next.
I don't want to trigger. What I was gonna say before we go next is, I feel like sometimes people forget. Like we don't get. Me personally, I don't wage war because it's bloodbath to me. Yeah. So like I don't know. My friends tell me this all the time. Like you don't know where to stop. Like where to stop. Yeah. Like if you go, like I'm gonna go too far.
See, a lot of things are funny.
I do.
And it's not funny.
Well, if you want to be funny, I could be hilarious.
It's never a joke.
But it is to me.
That's the problem.
Don't take it there.
That's the problem.
And I give warnings. I'm like, this is not what you want to do. I promise it's not what you want to do. Are you sure this is what you want to do? We're doing it.
As Venice says, act up, you can get snatched up.
Is that the next one?
You could get snatched. That's what Savannah said in the chat.
Okay, listen. You can. And I feel like we've proven like we're not like rah-rah, but like if you want to take it there, we can take it there.
If you want to take it there, and I
hang out with like a lot of people who are like that.
Yeah,
who are very calm, cool, collected, fun.
And there's some like rah-rah people that will physically meet you at the rah-rah, and there's some that'll verbally meet you at the rah-rah. I think either way you put it up, We'll stick it there.
But I think it's because we keep a lot of things to ourselves. Like, we hold on to a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So if you get us to the point where you want to take that bitch, let's go. I think that's what I'm waiting on for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
It's going to be dangerous.
Next.
Rule number 92. Life is like cocaine. It can be blowed at any minute. I don't want to talk about that. I want to skip. It's true. It's a very true rule. So, but I feel like you don't have the risk of blowing it up unless you live it. Can't dismiss me. I meet your friends. Listen, you will. But I feel like sometimes if you're not living life, you don't run the risk of blowing it up.
Pause.
Okay.
Because on the chat, KB's original message was like, introduce to your whole friends.
Oh, wait.
And I was like, it just like when you say you will, hold on now.
No, we don't have any.
And the ones that
we don't have.
No shade. You already met.
When you gonna get it? I'm not even gonna address that one. I wasn't even gonna touch my mic tonight.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna address that one.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna roll the dice on that one. You know, let's just roll the dice on that one because now they about to be in the chat. Like, which one of us?
This is what happens when you get in the chat, KB.
Yeah,
you see it mess.
See what happened was, if for anyone who don't know, they had, what was your 2-year anniversary? A little party or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The function, family, friends, and everybody came. I was supposed to be working. Listen.
He didn't want to play and bottle this.
He was like, I'm living my best life at this event.
I was like, wait, this is life. Like, hey, friends. How you doing, friends?
Okay.
Try to pull VJ to the side. Which one? I'm single. They all married. Damn.
All
I'm trying to pledge with y'all. They had a little dance, little finger movements going on. They was gangbanging and prissy. You know what I'm saying? This shit was crazy.
They gave up their hoe ways.
Okay. You know
Okay.
They got a ring, okay?
Well, you had to get it somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
I support y'all. Shit. I said it quit too soon. All right, I'm putting the mic down.
Put the mic down. Don't be talking about my friends.
Plotting.
Okay.
You got to. You got to.
All right. Back into it. Rule number 934. Sometimes you gotta rock that half human, half synthetic lace front, long as it don't rock you. And that's straight facts.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Listen, anything's possible as long as you do it right.
Because sometimes you ain't got the money for a full human.
Listen, and there's a lot of girls on TikTok with synthetic wigs, and I'd be like, "Oh, girl, that's gorgeous. I don't know how you did that." And then you get it and try to do it yourself, and you're like, "Okay, you're a professional."
Okay, see, you fake as hell then.
How?
Because I bought a few synthetic wigs, and you went on me. You and Kiana was like, "No, you can't."
Because they look crazy. They look crazy.
But I found them on TikTok.
They look. You got played, and that's okay to say that.
I thought it looked good. It was a little bob with a bang.
The bob one was acceptable. The bob one was the only acceptable one.
And then I had a long little mermaid type joint. It was brown, color brown.
Did you have one that looked like a lion?
It did not. Okay, in my defense, the one I bought that looked like a lion was for a lion costume.
Okay, but y'all, hold on. In our defense, imagine FaceTiming your friend with no warning that she's going to have a crazy wig on. She just picks up the phone or tries to hide herself, and then all of a sudden she comes to the camera. And you're like, what? What is happening? And what is wrong with you with this crazy face? Like, what? What do you mean?
My brother, listen, first off, I posted it on Instagram when I wore it because I thought it was cute. With the filter, it gave a little afro blonde moment. It was real, little finger curls. My brother called me immediately. He was like, take it off. And throw it away. He was like, it has to go. It was cute. I just think I didn't prep it right. I don't know how to prep the wigs. And if I ain't learned nothing from TikTok, you gotta prep it. You gotta like pick it, make it bigger. I just threw it on my head. Okay. I don't know where it is now, but I think he came over and threw it away. But I look cute.
Look. Taylor said,
They were listen, they were not terrible.
She's the only one. The only one.
They were not terrible. From far away, it looked really cute. And then the one I wore on the show that was the long brown moment, the part didn't go back far enough. I mean, if you got close with a headband, it was popping. But if you got close up on it, it just wasn't the move.
Okay.
It just wasn't the move.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
KB, stop bullying the people in the chat.
Yeah, you're right. Leave them alone.
She said she had it through her comment. My outfit was cute though.
It was. She was cute.
She was cute.
I was like, first of all, we can't see you right now. Don't talk about your outfit.
Her fresh outfit was popping.
It was.
She was though. She was. I ain't gonna fuck with it.
Okay, listen. Sometimes you gotta rock that, and if you don't sweat and it doesn't get hot, did I tell you I was trying to like reuse my tracks from 8 years ago?
Yeah.
And my cousin was like, throw them away.
So if you know things about hair, and you know how questionable that is, question the wig statement.
I only used them once though. I only used the tracks one time. And
8 years.
And I packed them up and put them in a bag.
Next rule.
100.75. A pot of hog mouths gotta simmer in that pot all day in order to be any damn good.
That's such a country statement. And if you didn't know,
it right? Is it hog mouths?
It says hog mouths, but it's probably hog mouths.
Hog mouths, right?
Yeah.
I don't eat pork like that, so.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's a country statement. Like if you have any country family from anywhere down south, that's a country statement. And I don't even know I can't even interpret that for y'all.
What you mean? You gotta let it simmer all day in order to be any good. Sometimes you need to just keep your mouth shut. Let it simmer in your spirit. Let it percolate, and then have a rebuttal.
And I was sitting there thinking, like, if you sitting there watching tea, you just gotta let it build before you drop a bomb on them and be like, actually.
Or when someone's talking to you and you know they lying, let them finish it all the way out.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. Let it simmer. Let it
simmer
right there, and then you
let
it
sizzle in their spirit and be like, actually, I know the truth.
Go ahead.
Okay, rule number 7,629. If you can't get to the water, sometimes you got to bring the water to you.
Come on.
Amen.
Amen. What is it? If you can't get to Muhammad, bring Muhammad to you.
Yeah.
Listen, and sometimes you don't know how to do that.
But you try.
But you try.
You try. You gotta bring it in.
And that's all about taking opportunities. Mm-hmm. That's all about looking at different ways of getting there. Like sometimes you can't go down the road that everybody else is going down. Sometimes you gotta take this way, that way to get back onto the road, and it's gonna come to you.
It'll get there.
Come on now. Okay. Rule number 29,663. You be careful who you let through the door because you can't save every hoe. Come on.
Uncle Clifford be spitting.
That's real.
That is.
Like everybody can't go along for the ride.
And some people will suck up your energy and you like, why do I feel so drained today? It's because you had that phone call with that person. And they will drain your energy and you going to be confused and tired. Thanks. But you can't save everybody and that's okay. Nobody got a cape. Hope you don't. That says Captain Saberho. If you do,
well, let me ask you this:
like,
how do you know if you're the friend that's being draining?
That's a great question.
Like, how do you know? Because I think that's always my fear. This is another conversation Jamie and I had. Like, I don't want to be annoying and keep talking about the same thing over and over because I feel like I'm annoying to myself. So
I feel like everybody thinks they're annoying to themselves.
So it's like, how do you know, like, when you cross that line with your friends? And these are like, you know me, friends is family. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you know when you've crossed that line, like you've gone too far?
I think it's a 2-stage thing.
Okay.
One is your self-awareness.
Okay.
Because some people bring a lot of stuff on themselves and don't see it. And it's like, okay.
Bitch.
Listen.
Dog holler.
Okay. It's like if the shoe fit, ho, wear it. But a lot of people bring things on themselves and then are stuck trying to figure out how it got to this spot. And it's like, okay, you missed the first 3 steps, funny enough. And here we are at step 5, and you're like, I don't know how I got this bad. And it's like, yeah, you do, because you did it. Let's walk it on back a little bit. And then part 2 is having relationships where you can be completely honest with your friends and say, hey, this sounds crazy. This is like, I don't have the capacity for this right now.
Yeah. Oof.
I can't take on anything. Like, of course, I would want to listen to you and be there for you, but I don't have the space to do that. Or you've been talking about the same shit for a year and a half, bro. Either you're going to change it or you're not. And you can't keep coming to me. And I've said that to people where it's just like, either you're going to take my advice or you're not. But what I can't do is keep having the same phone call, giving you advice, and you just let it go in one ear and out the other. Because there's no point in talking to me about it. You can go see a therapist.
and pay that person.
Or you can pay me. I'll take the money.
I'll take the money.
And then I listen to whatever you got to say.
I think it's hard sometimes as the friend who's like, I am reaching my limit with this particular conversation. Because you know your friend needs it. But at what point is it like, it's tough. Like, I know for me, I don't think I've ever told somebody like, okay, we're done talking about this, or like, you're not taking my advice. I'm a person like, do you want my advice, or do you want to? Yeah, I think need someone to listen to you.
Yeah, we do have.
I can shut that part of myself down and just be like, oh, okay,
We do very good at like, let me do the advice check, but then it's also, as a friend, you have to give your friend grace. Because you don't have the same emotional stability, and you know, everybody goes through different things. But yeah, I've had to say, like, because one, it is draining, and it's like,
it's draining.
I can't help you if I can't help myself. And you call it like, we gonna have to get on the hotline, the prayer line, something. We're gonna have to get a direct line to Jesus, because at this point, only He can help you.
Sometimes you need like all of the above.
Yeah,
definitely all of the above.
Listen,
okay.
We have 2 more.
Listen, look at this. Rule 51,081. Don't try to be everybody's cup of tea, because then you ain't gonna have nothing to sip for yourself.
I almost threw my phone.
Come on.
Because
if that ain't a good follow-up, listen.
I like to say, you can't be everybody's cup of tea, but you could be somebody's shot of whiskey. So it's 2-part. Don't change your personality.
Yeah.
So, okay, wait a minute now. That's a broad statement.
If your personality is fucked up.
I was like, you might need to reflect. But it's like, you don't need to adjust who you are in order to fit in certain circles, because you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and everybody's not going to like you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you become the common denominator by accident, or like,
everybody got a problem with you.
Yeah. And also learn how to remove yourself from situations, i.e. the stuff that's been in the news about the girl in Mexico who was murdered by her friends, where it's like, you can't be everybody's cup of tea. And I feel like a lot of times you do realize that people are being fake around you, and it's hard to like separate yourself from people you think are your friends.
I hear you, but that goes back to like self-awareness and like trusting your gut. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you can be who you are, but also be able to walk away from a situation where you can feel like you're not welcome, or the people that invite themselves to everything. And it's like,
but how do you know? See, I'm so glad I'm not annoying. And my mama taught me, like, my parents taught me, like, you don't have to go to everybody's stuff.
You don't have to go to everybody's thing.
I do have a FOMO, but it's not like a FOMO like that.
Yes, I definitely have FOMO. My friends know. I'm like, y'all did what? Y'all went where? Oh, that's nice. Okay, have a good time.
Yeah. But it's not like that. Like, if I know, like, I've been invited to something, I feel bad if I don't go. But if I am not invited, it's been one thing that I was mad that I wasn't invited to. I'm not going to mention what it is because they might be watching. But if you know, you know. And I just realized that my relationship with that person is very different than what I thought it was. And it did change our relationship, but it just is what it is.
Yeah.
At this point. And that is self-awareness. Gut feeling like you need to change lanes with this person.
Yes, and that's okay.
Y'all are no longer in the same lane that you thought you were,
and that's okay. And sometimes people do forget.
No love lost.
But no love lost. But other times it is very clear that you wasn't invited, and that's okay. Like, if everybody talk about something like, oh, we're going here, and you walk in and they get quiet, hey, Let's go ahead. Come up out the room.
Yeah. Because I feel like we've been in those positions, so we know.
Yeah.
But it goes back to, like, self-awareness. If you're not aware of yourself, there's no way you can be aware of, like, what's going on around you. Like, and how you feel. Because you feel, like, that anxiety, that awkwardness, like, oh, hey.
Yeah,
we're just talking about this weekend, blah, blah, blah.
Exit stage left so quick. I can't do it.
Like, trust and believe, I'm good.
Or I'll be in my
like
phone.
You said, like, go where you are loved. Go where you are wanted.
Yeah.
Like, you might not be everyone's cup of tea, but you're going to be someone's shot of whiskey.
Amen.
Like, people like taking shots of whiskey. They like to sit with their whiskey. They like to save their whiskey, you know, pull it out on special occasions. So.
Okay. Now, if you a shot of vodka for us, I don't know.
Yeah, you're going to have to. We're going to tell your ass to exit stage left.
Go ahead.
You fret.
Don't you worry about it. You ain't got to guess around me, boo. You ain't got to guess. It's all
but
right.
I think for us also, like, we love a lot of people. Like,
yeah, we're very
we're
accepting. We don't judge. You see the chat room.
We let you do your thing.
We let you do your thing. Now, if you get out of line, we are gonna check you. But that's about it.
Yeah, in the loving way. Go
In
ahead,
the
hit us
loving
with the last
way.
one, Jane.
The last one, rule number 1 million. Ain't no titties on the main stage. Interesting. As the last rule.
Because I
Know
feel
what I mean?
like.
What? You
Where
want
would
titties
you-
on the main stage?
Yeah, like if I want to see the main stage,
Well,
I want titties.
I
I mean, like, I want to see titties.
Some places can't do full nudity, so they have to
Okay.
do pasties for those that go to strip clubs. Or
Gentlemen clubs.
gentlemen clubs. Or,
Okay.
like, you know, that don't know. Some states don't allow it. So I could see it down in Memphis for the show. No titties on the main stage.
You got to. And you know what? That's the rule of getting your money. Take them to the back room. Make some more money, and then you can show your titties. Because that's where they show titties, right?
Sometimes you were questionable. Yes.
That's what they. Well, listen. Sometimes you got to go different places to make more money. Career advice.
There you go. Sometimes you got to level up. Pull the titties out. Take care of business. Tits up, as they say on Mrs.
Tits
Maisel.
up on Mrs. Sometimes you gotta go other places to make the money that you need to make. So.
Yeah.
And listen, don't show stuff, don't give stuff where you're not worth. You know what I mean? Like, where you're not gonna get what you're worth.
That's a good one.
No titties on the main stage.
No titties on the main stage. You can't give up everything for free.
Come on.
Okay.
Now. And on the main stage, everybody can see. You might have to go to the side stages where you get a little bit more money.
You're like, this is not a show for the public. This is a private show only, motherfucker.
This is okay, y'all.
Yeah. So they said, ooh, giving burlesque show.
Ew. We like it. Jane, what's the Swiss alcohol you almost killed your family with?
Okay, first of all, they did almost die. Second of all, I was going to try and come up with something that was going to be like, nah, it wasn't that bad, but I almost died. When I went to Switzerland, I got many bottles of liquor. Don't know because it's in Swiss. So we had to Google what the fruits were.
Okay.
And it's very strong for being such a tiny bottle. But yeah, it was a hard time. I tried to make it into a shot. Didn't work out. I did try all of them. It was a hard time. I barely kept it down. But yeah, that's it.
I am going to say this as someone who has to do taste tests with her. I'm glad it was them and not me. All right, y'all. That is our show for tonight. Remember those rules. There were some life lessons in there. There were some fun lessons in that. Keep those in mind.
Yep, and make sure y'all check us out every Monday here at Plugged In Radio Network and at 8:30, hopefully. And then 8:30-ish is what I started putting in my Instagram story today because we do what we can, all right? But you can always hit us up on Instagram at A Sip and a Shot. Check out our recipes. DM us. You can shoot us an email. Watch us on YouTube. We're everywhere that you can get a podcast or internet radio show. And
on YouTube.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's
all those good
that's
stuff.
all I got to say. And hopefully there will be a taste test out for y'all to watch soon.
I will get you the description, Jane. It was on my to-do list. All right, y'all. It's VJ.
It's Jay.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot. Bye.